you, brother.
It ain't junk, is it?
Not this, but I'm sure you know. I got a hunk of junk, 72, but a 72
72. Okay.
C10.
None of them junk.
And that's what I say.
That old or not.
Yes, sir. I
Let me tell
agree
you the
with
story
you.
on this truck right here. We had a car, a truck, and a trailer. We were going to Alabama
Yes, sir.
to pick up a Camaro convertible, 68, and a deal fell through. So we started shopping around, and the guy that had this truck had a Camaro coupe, but he wouldn't sell it to us. This was an old farm truck, just beat the hell in back. And I offered him $850 for it, and he wouldn't take it. He called me at 9:30 that night. Said, "You still got that money?" I said, "You still got the truck?" He brought it over. He took the tag off on it, drove it up on the trailer. I had no idea how I was going to get it home. So I drove slow for a while on Interstate 10, and I got to looking. I was running 70, and I got to looking. I was running 8. And I said, "Oh, we're going to get home in 9:01. This thing's doing better."
Doing good.
So he was in college at Gainesville, and he came home, and he just really excited. He was a young kid.
Now, what is it? This is your son?
Yeah, the boy wonder I call him.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And anyway, he started taking it all apart, and then he figured it was too much work, and he quit on it. And it stood in my shop for, I guess, almost 20 years, maybe or more, before we started back working on it. Yeah.
Now, where y'all out of?
Auburndale.
Okay, nice.
Where you from?
I'm right here in Bartow, right down the road here, man. And that's what. Actually, my name is Rico.
Rico, I'm Roger.
Roger, nice to meet you, sir. Good to meet you.
Now, this is my other truck on the other side over here.
I'm looking at
The burnt. What color? What you call that?
It's a Mitsubishi Eclipse color, and it's called. Yes, my wife.
Let's walk over here.
Okay.
With
How
me.
you been doing, buddy?
So Roger, I see you. Yeah, that's a beautiful piece right here, man.
He lets me drive it once in a while.
Y'all did all the work?
Yeah. Yeah, we bring them in, do all the fabrication, and build the engines. And
So what engine is this?
That's a 383, fully rolled. I'm running a good size cam in it.
Yes, sir.
And I'm running a 6-speed
Okay.
with a limited slip rear end.
Okay.
And we're still trying to break it in. This is like he won a trophy last week with it, so this is like his third show or something with it. And he's still cleaning.
Where y'all was at with that show?
We were at Shalimar.
Okay.
And the week before, he didn't win, and I won. And we were at a show in Winter Haven, Haines City, somewhere over that way off Lucerne Park Road.
Okay. So y'all pretty active in the.
I usually never go to them. I won the Nationals in this one in 2011. It was Truck of the Year, and it's been sitting in the garage. When we started getting this one ready to drive, I got this one ready to drive. I had to put new tires on it because it's been sitting since 2011, actually. Just there, once I get it out of the shelter, you know, and drive.
And see, Roger, that's what I was. And like I was saying, I got this company, Forever C10, for the simple reason of saying, just like I just spoke, having these babies around forever, man.
Yeah.
And that's what I grab. And being that y'all are so close, we right here. I never seen this truck. But then again, I don't go to many of the shows.
This one's never been shown, but about 3 times now.
Okay.
Maybe 4 times.
Okay.
We showed it some. We showed it. It wasn't ready to show. We still had a lot to do to it. So we're still making little things here and there on it.
Man, it's such a beautiful piece, Mr. Rogers. I'm telling you, it's just, to do all the work yourself, like you said, and it's awesome, man.
Well, I've won 2 nationals. I'm not a fly-by-night guy.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I lay under the radar.
Well, that's a beautiful thing. Sometimes that's how you just got to do it, man. You know, and all the hustle and bustle, man. But man, I see you're an enthusiast, a true fanatic, like myself. And Mr. Rogers, I just wanted to take the time, man, because I heard you speaking that story. I figured why not record it, and help my channel, and people are interested in this stuff, man. People really are interested in this stuff, But tell me about your truck here. We stopped on this.
Okay, so let me get in a full detail on it.
Okay.
In probably '98, I went to a car show, and there was a guy from Bartow here named Wayne Stevens used to work at Bartow Ford. He had a red one of these. It was 48.
Okay.
And I became instantly an admirer of it. And I asked him about selling it to me. He says, "Boy, get your own. Build your own," is what he actually told me. Old country boy from Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
So I built this beautiful purple truck like this, and I took it to the Nationals in 2000. And the upholstery man didn't wrap the seats, and I was chosen to lead the parade that year, 1,500 trucks, but I didn't win first place. So it must have been like I was the next runner-up. So the truck wasn't even finished. Well, it was on national TV. It was on British TV, and a guy came over from England, a rich guy. So we were sitting at Old Town, and she was sitting reading a book, and the guy comes up and he starts hassling her about buying my truck. I told him, I said, "Tell him to go on." I said, "Tell him to buy that truck across the street." I was walking around looking at everybody else's stuff, you know. And the guy wouldn't leave her alone. And she said, "Roger, come on, get rid of him. He won't leave me alone." So I went over there, and I just throwed the price at him. I thought he'd go on out of sight, you know.
One of them you don't want to sell it prices.
Yeah. Well, you know what that guy done? He says, "You want it in cash?" I said, "Damn right, I want it in cash." So he took my truck away from me.
He bought it just what you wanted. The number you gave him, he wanted it that bad.
He wanted it that bad. So he came over in a little Mercedes convertible, and him and another guy, beautiful red car, parked in front of the house. Then he tried to buy my house. He said, "Love my house." So I said, "I don't know." And then he wanted to flip me for $500. You know, he either pays me $500 less or he pays me for $500 more. And I said, "You know what? That ain't a fair deal. See, $500 to me is $500. To you, it's a nickel.
Yeah.
He's worth $150 million, by the way."
Yeah.
So I said, "If we're going to bet, let's make it an even bet. You know, I mean, where you lose 5,000, I lose 500. So anyway, I bet him and I won the bet.
Oh.
So he took my purple truck and put it on a boat, shipped it over to England. And I started looking for something else to build because I didn't have it. It takes 2.5 years to build something for the Nationals.
Okay.
Me working, you know, a job, coming
Right,
home working on the weekends and all.
Yes, sir.
And we finished this one. Worked all night long putting it together the last day. It didn't have any miles. I just put the engine together. And I didn't think we was ever going to make Pigeon Forge, but we did. I got on the I-75 and set the speedometer, you know, from mile markers.
Yes, sir.
And then we drove it on into Pigeon Forge and cleaned it up. It was just covered with love bugs or whatever. And won the Nationals with it. I was shocked. It was an incredible feeling.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because everybody there's got something. It ain't like here where you see a good one here and you see a good one there.
Right.
It's like a Miss America contest. You don't come there with bad. She wanted me to leave. She said, "There ain't no way you're going to win something."
Right.
I said, "I'm too tired to go home." I said, "We're going to spend the night in this hotel and then we'll go home. We'll talk about it in the morning." So I got up the next morning, cranked it up, and the guy came over. He was the producer of a magazine, editor of a magazine. He wanted to make a photo shot of it. That thing was beautiful. It was actually this one. And so we done the photo shot, and I went back down there, and I'm sitting there, and there's a red one right here. It's the most gorgeous. It's 48 sitting by me. And then on the other side of me was a black one. I would have probably traded mine for one of them. You know, I mean, there was just no difference in them.
Right.
So the judges came by, and I said, "You want me to open the cab?" He said, "No, it's not necessary." And I said, "How about the hood?" He said, "No, it's not necessary." And I thought, well, my day's done, you know.
Right.
And then they called my name out. I had won the Nationals. I said, "I cannot believe this."
That is amazing, man.
Yeah.
That's an amazing story, Mr. Roger.
It was scary. It was. I mean, it totally took me by surprise. It
Right.
was like winning a bunch of money or something.
Right.
Except in my situation, that meant the world. You know?
Absolutely, man. Out of your hard work and all
It's
of
like
your...
winning the Super Bowl, you know.
Absolutely.
And the fact of it is, the guys that win all these things, they got a $250,000 investment.
Right.
And somebody else built it for them.
Right.
And they're rich people.
Right.
And it's just a possession.
Right.
You know. To me, it's just a labor of hard work.
Bottom line, sir.
Bottom line.
Mr. Roger, I appreciate it, man.
Good talking to you.
And
I enjoyed it.
And I will be back over here. I want to give you a Fellow C10 t-shirt. How about that?
How about that?
All right, sir. Thank you.
I'll be
Thank you,
looking
Mr.
for
Roger.
it.